Welcome back to this guide to running your own event at Together Culture. In this section, we'll be going through the details of event planning, including considering the security of the space, catering, and ticket prices. So to get started, let's think about when you want to hold the event. Take a look at the Together Culture calendar as a starting point. It's best to run an event on a week that isn't already packed with other events. Think about your audience. Are they likely to work during the day? Do childcare responsibilities impact them in the evening? This will help you choose a time of day that works best for your guests. And just to note that events will need to wrap up by 9 p.m. Events past 9 p.m. are only allowed if Together Culture directors are present, and they should be planned at least 2 or 3 months in advance. Think about where in Together Culture you'd like to run the event. The Together Culture Lounge can fit around 16 people in a circle and creates a really nice, warm, conversational environment. The Citizen Studio is good for workshops that include a making element and fits around 8 people around the table. Alternatively, you could move the tables and fit in about 30 people theatre style, although we have crammed in up to 50. We have a projector in the Citizen Studio, meaning this is the best place for video and presentation sharing. The hot desking area at the back is also good for making workshops and can fit 12 people boardroom style or up to 16 if you create 2 separate tables. The treatment room is ideal for small, intimate events that require some privacy. Up to 8 people can fit in there in a circle. Since Together Culture is a home for our whole community, we have to be considerate of other members. Some members keep their personal property on site, so when you host an event, you should consider the security of all property on site. This involves outlining a plan for making sure that when people visit the bathroom upstairs, they're being respectful of our members' work environment. We will need to ensure that you can keep our members' valuables safe, likely by escorting people to and from the toilet or not making the first floor available and asking people to use the accessible toilet in the Grafton Centre. Related to security is considering how many guests you can reasonably manage at once. Take into account materials, the size of the space, and the number of members leading the event. Together Culture has partnered with local caterer Signorelli's. If you'd like to order food for your event, we can work through the menu options with you and liaise with Signorelli's on your behalf. Alternatively, if you're just looking for some tea, coffee, biscuits, we can do that at a fee of £1 per guest. We'll need to know if there are any external parties or partners that are involved. We also need to know the details of any sponsorship or insurance that you may be seeking in relation to this event. Together Culture carries public liability, employee and product insurance. However, if you're running an event independently, you may want to seek your own coverage as Together Culture is not liable. If you're working at scale, it might be more appropriate to consult with Together Culture as a collaboration. So in that case, feel free to email me to discuss. You can reach me on ellie@togetherculture.com. It's helpful for us to track how many visitors we receive at Together Culture and, where possible, to take the contact details of those interested in our community. Please think about how you're able to support these efforts. It might be as simple as asking people to leave their name and sign up for our newsletter if they are interested in that. And we also ask all guests to sign in using the QR code on the front desk. That's for fire safety reasons as well as data capture. There are a few considerations when deciding on ticket prices. So firstly, let's talk about events that are happening during our opening hours, so between 12 and 5 on a weekday, not including bank holidays. So if you're a community member and you're willing to let members attend for free, there's no charge to run the event, just a 10% split of pay what you can public tickets. If you're going to be charging tickets for both members and non-members, then it's considered a private event. So a £20 hour fee will apply during opening hours and a ticket split of 10%. If you're a member that has key access to Fitzroy Street and you're willing to let members attend for free, There's no charge to run the event, just a 10% split of the pay what you can public tickets. And if you were charging tickets to everyone, including members, it's the same, just a ticket split of 10% that applies. For events outside of opening hours, if you're a community member and you're willing to let our members attend for free, there's a £35 per hour fee to run the event, plus a 10% split of any pay what you can tickets. If you are charging a ticket for both members and non-members, then it's considered a private event, and place hire fees outside of our opening hours start at £175 with no ticket fees. If you are a key holder, so you've got 24/7 access to Fitzroy Street and you're willing to let members attend for free, there is no charge to run the event, just a 10% split of pay what you can tickets. If you're charging tickets to everyone, same thing, just a 10% split of all the tickets. And just to be aware that we need a minimum of 4 weeks notice for any event, so please take this into consideration when planning your event. So that's an overview of the details that you'll need to consider ahead of your event to help us ensure that it's a success for everyone involved. In the next episode, we'll be looking at how you can market your event. See you then.